Bomani Jones had Nick Wright on the most recent episode of The Right Time with Bomani Jones, his podcast. And of course, what else were they going to talk about? Among other NBA topics, they had to touch on LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith, right? Of course they did. Why? Nick Wright is the biggest LeBron advocate in the mainstream media. So, of course, Bomani wanted to get his thoughts on that. But we know already where Nick Wright is and was going to stand on that. So I didn't even include it. I wanted you to hear some interesting thoughts about what Bomani Jones had to say about this whole thing.
I was very critical and remain so of the way that Bronny coming into the league was being handled. I really, to this day, still have a problem with the way we as a media covered the idea of him being drafted as though it was an accomplishment for the kid when it was not. It was a flex for his dad, right? And I firmly believe you can't be proud of something that you didn't really go out there and get. I do raise a broader question about when it is and is not okay to question what somebody's doing as a father when they publicly want everybody to know what kind of father they are. It felt to me like what was being done was producing a documentary in real time, and that this was a scene in the documentary. And I did not believe that any of these things served Bronny. I'm still not sure the way that they're dealing with him serves him, but I think it's fair to raise a criticism about the role that dad has in this if it feels like what dad is doing might serve dad a little more than it actually serves the young man.
Great points by Bomani Jones. I liked a lot of what he had to say. The most interesting one to me was he raises the question of when is it okay to criticize or ask questions about the way someone is moving as a father when everything they're doing is out there for public consumption. They want you to see it. Again, LeBron James wants to always be in front of the camera, but he doesn't want it when the negative pushback comes. Just something to think about.